Okay. He's going to actually turn to the one that's to the goblin that's right beside Luka,
Yep.
while keeping the other one on like his peripheral vision. And he's going to actually use his quarter staff for once,
Okay.
with his added ability of what is it? Arcane Strike. Okay, and
We return to the adventuring party.
Okay.
Sneak around. Sneak.
Okay, they're coming.
Run away. Run away.
That's the first time I've just like had fun with a match in a long time.
Hey, everybody.
hey,
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to our wonderful weekly foray into another mini adventure from ForeverLand. For those of you out there that tune in either later or tune in watching now, ForeverLand is an ongoing campaign development. It is an original campaign setting where not only myself but other DMs and players all contribute to the actual content of the world. Makes it a little bit more interesting. We're all part of it. So feel free to join. The link is in the description. It should be already in there this time, at least on our YouTube end. Twitch is a little bit more finicky getting it in there, but I will get that link to our Discord in there as well for you. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons and you want to be part of the community, we do text role playing, we do live role playing, live stream, we do it on voice, video chat, audio chat, all different formats. So whatever is comfortable for you, whatever you want to be part of, you're more than welcome to join in and be part of it. So
come join us.
So this evening we have, pretty much some characters that have been with us before. And these particular characters, we will go around the table that we have here, and we will highlight who they are and what's going on with them. I'm just going to make sure I've got. Yeah, shoot! I don't want you guys to see that. Sorry. All right, gotta make sure I have the right thing in front of me.
I didn't see nothing.
Oh, okay, good. Nothing popped up.
I see nothing.
It's all. Yeah, don't see that. It's behind the screen.
Wait, see
yes.
what? Show us.
So let's start off with Gabba. Gabba, who are you?
Hi, I'm Gabba. I'm a goblin 3 foot high. I sleep out in forest, and I work at Helen's, the Roaring Fox, helping to deliver food, and a lot of friendly people. So, hi everybody.
And you are, as a person, where can people find you on the internet if they want to?
You could look up at me on YouTube, Ken the Friend. I have a Facebook. I've got a website as well, but it's not ready yet. But yeah, just look up Ken the Friend, and you'll find me pretty much all over the place.
Excellent, excellent. And Luka, who are you?
I'm Luka. I am a 3rd level warlock, and has recently come to the town of Mistwood, just next to the Mistwood Forest, searching for adventure experience and an assignment from her patron to see what's wrong in the area that that needs to be fixed.
And is there any information that you would like to share on where people can find you on the internet, or just not yet?
No. I'm just here having fun playing games. I don't have anything else on the internet.
Perfectly fine. And Kael, what about you?
Hi, I am playing Kael Thunderstride, a fell-handed giant sorcerer who is looking for ancient arcane lore and discoveries. As for me, I am Jack, and You can catch me on the handles BlackLanternAce on Twitter, Discord, or various other social medias.
Okay, excellent. All right, so where you guys are right now is we are currently in the town of Mistwood. It is the 21st day of Kumiris Solus, during which is the third day actually of the Festival of Stars. 2 nights ago, the festival began under really bizarre circumstances. There was a star that had fallen down from the sky and landed somewhere to the south, and that's been the talk of the town. That is all, as I said, that was 2 days ago. Today was a big event, a thing that they call the Luckbinder's Gift. The Luckbinder's Gift, of course, is a kind of an anonymous gift exchange where you unwrap a gift, and if you like it, you hope to keep it, but if not, you can steal someone else's. And then, of course, the person that goes last has the best opportunity because they can steal from anybody or everybody or keep their gift as well. So that is always the best thing to look forward to. So that's what has just gone on during the day. This is also the big feast during the Festival of Stars that is taking place. It's all the families are home. People that don't have families are at the Roaring Fox. Meals are being served up. It's a big celebration dinner, very similar in real life to Christmas, what we would have here. And that's what's going on basically in the town of Mistwood. After the gift exchange, however, the three of you have kind of you've been wandering the town a little bit, looking around, enjoying some of the baked goods on the side and little stalls that have popped up, and kind of enjoying the environment and whatnot. And of course, Gabba taking her 15, as she likes to take to say to Helen. And you have ended up right now basically around the Central Market is where you are. Now, the bustling town is alive with the sounds of trade and travel and festivities. And amid this chaos, the Bright Wheel Caravan has arrived in town, and they are basically there. Their wagons have been prepared and fixed up by Iron Wheel Trading Co. And it looks like they're preparing for a critical journey. And that is where you find Barnabas Brightwheel, a jovial but eccentric harefoot merchant. He's seeking brave escorts to guard his precious cargo on the 16-day trek to the Scarlet Haven. So it's what he's looking to do. Now, anything that you guys want to say to each other as you've kind of met up again at the market before we get going?
Kael just looks into his coin purse and goes, this festivity is just starting to take on my coin. I think I will take this. How about you, Gabba? Are you interested in taking this job?
But Gabba have job. Gabba can't leave town for how long?
Apparently 16 days.
You're hearing different things. Like, Barnabas really hasn't said anything directly other than the fact he's made some small announcements here and there, and it's been just a lot of talk among people that are there. So it looks like there are several others that might be interested in the task.
Pointing out to something Luka mentioned in the text, did we know about this job before the day started?
There's been talk around town that there was something coming up. So Gabba would have had the opportunity to ask Helen if something came up, if she would be allowed to take the job. And Helen is more than willing to let Gabba go and experience different things as required. I mean, it just means Gabba's without the pay from the tavern. But
what pay? Gabba put in Lost and Found.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
I missed
Gabba,
part of that. Did you say we did know about the job before the day started?
Yeah, you would have known about. There's been talk around town during the day that there was another caravan came in that might be looking for people to help out. You're not sure all the exact details, but apparently they were at the central marketplace, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people seem to have gathered here as well, just kind of listening and not just the festivities. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in the central market, but this happens to be one of them. So if everybody's pretty well,
Okay. Well, Luka then
That-
would have.
yep, go ahead.
Luka then would have. Luka has a house on the edge of town, and she's been getting it fixed up. So before she left for all the festivities, she would have thanked the mason and the carpenter who built the porch as they finished up, and packed up her stuff and closed things up, and would now be all set and ready to go, and would be excited and bubbly and saying to the others, "You all ready for this? It's the first time I've ever done anything like this."
Kay, and get like resigned to actually going. So
Kael just like, oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
no, go on.
No, you first.
I forgot what I was gonna go with that. She's
Well,
with Kay,
with-
you know.
with that, then the vibrant hum of the Mistwood Central Market fills the air as these two wagons, loaded with goods and adorned with colorful banners, creak into position at the edge of the market, facing towards the Golden Road and headed west. Standing proudly on top of the lead wagon is Barnabas Brightwheel, a stout, harefoot little folk in a vibrant red vest and a floppy hat. His hazel eyes gleam with excitement as he claps his hands together. Ah, my esteemed protectors, welcome to the Brightwood Caravan. These wagons carry the finest enchanted goods from Mistwood to Scarlet Haven. Your task, simple. Ensure we arrive unscathed. And trust me, there's no shortage of scoundrels who'd love to relieve me of my precious wares. Beside him, Pip, a wiry little folk, harefoot little folk, green tinted hair and freckled face, clutches a clipboard, nervously glancing at the wagons. Thank you for coming, he stammers. The road isn't exactly safe, bandits, monsters. He shivers, looking over his shoulder, and Barnabas slaps him on the back and goes, danger's just another word for opportunity. Hop aboard, my friends, or hop alongside. Let's hit the road.
Gabba hops aboard. Yay! Ride.
Luka hops on.
Okay, so Luka hops on one of the wagons.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna guess Kael is too tall for the wagon because he's 8 feet
Well,
tall.
keep in mind, you're not going to hop in the wagon. They're loaded wagons, so you're basically hopping either into the front seat, but it looks like Gabba's in the front seat, probably alongside Pip, or Barnabas. Luka could do the same, so Kael can jump up either on the very top of the wagon or just walk alongside.
Well, Gabba actually is probably going to get on top of the wagon so she can have a higher perch.
Gabba will be on top? Okay, that's fine. So Gabba can be on top. You went on the front wagon, the back wagon?
Front.
Front? Okay, front wagon. And how about you, Luka? Which wagon are you going to, front or back?
Back wagon.
Back wagon? Are you going to sit beside Pip or go up on top? Sorry?
There are two wagons?
Yeah, there's two, front and back.
Gabba's at the front.
Check my audio settings here to make sure everybody is turned up.
I did hear her say something about being Pip.
I think, okay, so you're beside Pip. Yeah, your audio it does kick out once in a while. Just so you're aware.
Luka, did we lose you?
No, I'm sorry. I just didn't hear what you said. It kind of cuts in
No,
and
I
out
just-
sometimes.
Yeah. I think you said you're beside Pip, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
on the second wagon.
On the second wagon.
And second. And Kael, where are you then? Front or back wagon or walking beside?
Yeah, I don't know where Pip
Kael,
is.
she doesn't know what Pip is.
Is Pip on the
Pip
front
is-
wagon or the back wagon?
It was a hairfoot on the back wagon.
Okay, yeah, so that's right.
Okay.
That tracks. She's with
I'm
Pip
right, yeah.
and Gabba's in the front.
Okay.
As for Kael, he's just going to jump on the back of the rear wagon.
Rear wagon. Okay. So you guys have now loaded up and you have headed out. The sun hangs high as the Golden Road meanders through gentle hills. Ahead, a figure appears waving frantically. Actually, sorry,
How far
my
out of
bad.
town have we gotten?
My bad. I jumped ahead.
A mirage.
Yeah. Are we a day out? Are we hours out?
Yeah,
What?
this is day one right now. So day one, the
Okay.
Golden Road stretches out ahead of you, wide and well trodden, bustling with merchants traveling between towns, between Scarlet Haven and Mistwood. Those that use the West Road, of course, going further west would actually take you into the treacherous and horrible lands of Alsafia, and of course we avoid that at all costs. The rolling meadows and fertile farmlands surround the path, dotted with farmhouses and grazing animals. The sun shines warmly, and the creak of wagon wheels mixes with the sound of chirping birds and the occasional distant laugh from passing travelers. Barnabas keeps the group entertained with long-winded stories of his supposed business triumphs, all of which end in humorous disaster. Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to sell anti-rust armor in the desert? Turns out there's really no market there for it. It never rains. Meanwhile, Pip dutifully takes stock of wagons at every stop, muttering under his breath about missing inventory and potential disaster. This goes on for 3 days. On the fourth day, as you're traveling, the sun hangs high as the Golden Road meanders through gentle hills. Deja vu. Ahead, a figure appears, waving frantically. Cloaked in patchwork rags, they stagger forward towards you, shouting, "Help! Please help me!" Of course, the wagon, Barnabas slows it down, and Pip does the same behind, and the figure pulls back his hood, revealing sleek orange fur that shimmers in the sunlight. His vulpine features are striking. Sharp amber eyes, a tapered snout, and a confident smirk. White streaks run along his jawline and throat, and his bushy tail flicks behind him. "My cart's stuck in the woods. Would you kind folk really help a poor traveler out?" And I'm going to bring up a screen here. Oops. One. Have a look here. And there we go. Now you guys can have a look-see, and I'll bring
Yeah, that looks right.
already onto the road right there. Barnabas does stop the wagons and basically looks at you guys and expects you to handle the situation as needed.
Okay. Who wants to go
Okay.
first?
Why
Luka would jump.
wagon in woods? Why wagon not on road with us?
I was trying to get it to the road, and it got stuck in the trees. I'm from over there, and he points off to the southwest. Trying to bring my stuff along from back over there in the trees, and there's like this bunch or a large cluster of olive trees, like a small olive grove, in that general direction, and it looks like you can make out what looks like a cart stuck in the snow.
She looks to the others.
Kael's gonna step out from the back of the car and call out to the creature. You said how far?
Gabba points. It's within viewing distance.
Just over there.
All right. Kael is going to look at his teammates and just go, let me go check it out first.
Gabba, stay guard. You check. Gabba will stay perched, keeping watch.
Kael goes to check out the cart in question. That way, if it ends up being like a trap, for instance, he can take the brunt of the damage.
Yeah. Luka would jump down from the cart and stand on guard next to it. Yeah, there.
What about Gabby? You can stay up where you're at?
Yep. She likes her perch. Just keep an eye out for predators.
Takes a couple of rounds to get to the cart. You see a cart loaded up with looks like furs and other goods, maybe a couple bushels of or bunches of lumber or like wood, like some olives and jars. So various odds and ends. And yeah, the wagon does look generally stuck. There's like tracks. He's obviously tramped all around it trying to get this thing unstuck. What are you doing while you're looking at this cart?
He's going to see if he can actually get unstuck by just pulling it.
So you grab on and pull, make me a strength check.
I think our fell hand friend should handle this just fine.
Let's see. And that would be a 15.
And even though this fox folk has taken to helping you pull, it's moving a little bit, but it's really stuck. Must have sunk into some kind of a mud hole or something down below. You're definitely going to need some help.
Kael calls up to the others and goes, "We may need more hands to move this cart. It seems even I'm having trouble pulling this thing. It's really stuck."
Gabba will point to Luka. Stay, protect cart. Gabba, go check, okay? And she'll hop down and start making her way over.
Luka would think about that and cock her head, thinking this little goblin gonna make much different. But then recall what she's seen of Gabba sometimes in a fight and know she's very strong, belies her size.
Okay. So, Gabby, you're there now. Who's going to help who?
Gabba, well, they're already making the effort, so she's coming to assist them.
So you can make another roll, Kael, with advantage.
Another roll with advantage this time. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Thank you, advantage. The other one was a 4 with my points.
Again, it rocks a little bit more, but still doesn't come free. He's got this thing wedged in there.
You really got this thing stuck.
I don't know what happened. I was just trying to come through the trees, and you do see the tracks that lead behind it. So he's not lying. He's come through the trees and he got to this point, and it seems like it just got stuck.
Kael will move, and she'll grab it, and she'll rage, and she'll just try to tug with that rage.
Okay.
And that'll be a strength.
Okay.
Luka would shout from the wagon, "One of you push and the other two pull."
I was about to say that. Kael is going to assist by going behind the thing and pushing with all his weight.
Okay, so Kael, you can go. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to assist from there. You're doing more of a lift, while Gabba's doing a pull.
With Gabba raging, it's an advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, so you get an advantage anyway.
So, yep. And that's only going to be 15.
Hey, what did you roll on your strength check, Kael?
15.
Yeah, you do manage to kind of again lift up on it, and it seems to lift maybe about 3 inches up, and then just kind of stop. It gets stuck. It stops there, and then from the front, you rage and you're pulling with all your might, Gabba, and it's rocking. But again, you seem to get the same thing. About 3 inches of pull, and then it gets stuck.
She just plops face first in the snow, kind of giving up at this point.
Kael is just basically trying to think over how to deal with this situation. Looking over his spells.
So yeah, you're watching all this, Luka, and they've Kael's now kind of behind the wagon, behind this little cart. Gabba's in front of it, pulling with this vulpine creature, and it's still not moving.
Luka would ask the cart master if he has any length of wood that we might wedge under the wheels to help get it going.
Barnabas hops down and he grabs a piece of wood off of it looks like a plank he maybe have used to help load the wagon, and hands it off to Luka.
Okay, so she'd go over there and look around the wagon and see which wheel, if hopefully just one is really stuck in mud or whatever.
Okay. You start looking around. Roll me an investigation check.
Gavin turns to watch the caravan behind them just to make sure nothing's trying to sneak up from the other side.
That's a 16.
16. You kind of look, and yeah, that's definitely the wheel where it is, and you put the board down there to try and to prop up on it and give it some little bit of give. And as you are doing so, something comes to your attention.
Okay.
So,
Something comes to her attention.
yeah.
Why do I smell?
Now I need Kael and Gabba to also roll me perception checks. But you realize at this point, Luka, that as you're doing so, something has been intentionally wedged between some rocks and the wheel to stop it from being able to be moved. What did you roll, Gabba?
A 10.
A 10. Okay, so you are unaware. What about you, Kael?
Oof. A 4.
Okay, and you are also unaware. Okay, however, the vulpine gentleman beside you kind of drawls and just kind of steps back a little bit away from the cart. So predictable. As he reaches to his belt and flips a dagger out between his fingers, his tail swishing in excitement. Nothing personal, of course. It's just business. As the three, he's going to flick his dagger. See what I'm doing. So yes, he is going to flip his dagger towards. Actually, he's right beside Gabba. Actually, he's just going to make a melee attack rather than throw it. Yeah, that was going to most likely miss. Yeah, that's an 8 to hit, so that's definitely a miss. And then we have the 3 goblins. Two of them are on Kael. Actually, one will actually move into Luka. Another one will move into Gabba as well.
Oh no.
So I know. So one on Luka, one on Kael, and one on Gabba. And they're scimitars. Kael's 3. That's a miss. 17 on Luka. And a 4 on Gabba. So Luka, I'm assuming 17 did hit you.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is 5 points of slashing damage as a scimitar cuts across. And as you're now startled into the realization that as you have been, oops, I think I moved the screen too, which is kind of sucks. You should be able to see that now that you're there. As you guys were too focused on Kael, you were focused on the cart. Gabba, you were focused on looking back at those wagons. As the fox guy turns on you, a goblin has jumped out of the woods or out behind a tree and slashed at you. Missed. Kael, a goblin came out from behind one of the trees and missed. And Luka, you were too busy looking at prying this out and realizing that the thing was intentionally stuck in the first place as a goblin hits you with its scimitar. We can now roll initiatives.
$17 for Luka.
Nice. Gabba?
Gabba got 12.
Kael?
That would be a 17.
Who's got a higher dex, Luka or Kael?
Luka +3.
+1, Luka win.
Okay.
First with the highest dex goes last. That's funny.
Luka, you're up first.
Okay. Well, since it looks like she might be right by the fox guy also, right?
Yes.
She looks
Kind
at
of right in
him,
between.
and you see her eyes flash, or he sees her eyes flash and change color. And this kind of wry grin comes on her face as she says, "Oh, you've picked the wrong target. You better run while you can." And she throws an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
And that is a 22 hit.
Oh, yeah. Definitely hits.
Okay. And 10 plus 4. Pulling out all the percentiles. Jeez. Well, that's 8 plus 4 is 12.
4 points of damage?
Yep.
Nice.
Mr. Fox.
Definitely looks hurt.
Okay.
Definitely looks hurt.
And then as a bonus action, she's going to. Where's the goblins again?
Well, one's right behind you.
Okay. Oh, you know what? No, she's fine. She's going to stay where she's at. That'll be her turn.
Alrighty. And next up, we have Kael. You're up.
Okay. He's going to actually turn to the goblin that's right beside Luka.
Yep.
While keeping the other one on like his peripheral vision. And he's going to actually use his quarterstaff for once.
Okay.
With his added ability of Arcane Strike. Okay, and does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
Okay. So 1d8 plus 2 bludgeoning, and then 1d6 additional force damage. Three plus 2, 5. And 1d6. So that's a total of 9 damage. As he just bops him in the head with a force.
He just
Forceful,
you see him kind of looks like his bell has just been rung, and you see him fall into the snow. Is that your action? Your end of your turn.
He just turns and goes, typical Usofia trick, I see.
With that, it is the goblins go. Goblin on Kael. Is a 9. That's going to miss you. Goblin on Gabba.
You may have to roll with advantage because I think she was kind of laying in the snow, so that should give him advantage for being prone.
Who's laying in snow?
When
Gabba.
Gabba was pulling and it didn't work, she gave up and laid face. She
Oh, laid
face planted in
in
the snow, so they should have advantage on her for this initial.
Oh,
attack.
okay. Well, if that's the case, does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. And then the fox is the 17 hit you.
Meets beats.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the bullpine hits you. Okay, and that is a d6. And that is 5 points of piercing damage.
All right. I'm not still raging, am I? That's subsided since my effort.
Well, you because you did say you gave up and lay back.
Yep. Good. Just making sure.
Yep. And you are now it is on your lying down in the snow, and it is your turn.
Well, thematically, gonna move her, get her music to get back on her feet. She's like, "Ah, that hurts!" And she rages, so she uses her bonus action. As she rages, she's got like a little tail that snakes out behind her that kind of starts whipping back and forth, and go away! And she brings her palms together and makes a mighty slap and casts thunderclap. They have to make a Constitution saving throw of 12, or the thunder damage strikes them. Both the fox and the goblin, because it's within
Fox
the
and
5
the
foot range.
goblin.
Yep.
I smell a Hulk collapse moment.
You said it's a 12
Yeah,
Constitution save.
not much.
The fox saves. The goblin does not.
Okay, so the goblin will take 1 point of thunder damage, but it does send a thunder sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away.
Okay.
But that's it. She's standing there, her tail's out. She's mad that they're trying to hurt her. When she came to help, and that ends her turn.
Okay. You do notice as you're doing all of this that back at the wagons, both Pip and Barnabas are kind of taking cover, just watching it from a distance. And Luka, you are up.
Okay. Well, I think one good blast deserves another. She's gonna throw another Eldritch Blast at that fox. Full pipe. Open. Ah, that's an 18, so that definitely hits him because I gotta add my modifier yet.
Yep.
And again, it's gonna be the 1d10. Where is 10 points of damage.
Oof.
Oh, dear. You hit good and solid, and you see his eyes go wide as he collapses in the snow.
And she
A little bit
turns to
shocked by
face
it.
the goblin. And that's her
And
turn.
it is Kael, you're up.
Kael turns to the other one that's at him and goes, I guess it's your turn for the stick. And that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Yay!
I will assume that he is dead.
Playing whack-a-mole back there.
Well,
They don't have a lot of hit points, to be honest.
yeah, I'm gonna just in case I am gonna roll it to make sure I don't roll 2 1s and then not kill him. So, yeah, that would be a 6, 7,
he's
8,
dead.
9, 10. Yeah,
He is absolutely toast. It is now the
second
goblin's
fell
turn,
over.
and the goblin will take off running. And he will use his nimble escape to do so, away from Gabba.
Gabba gonna chase him?
Yep, it's now Gabba. You're up. Are you going to go after him?
Yeah, she's going to chase him down and try to tackle him, like tackle dive him to the snow, football style.
Yep. Do you have any bonuses to your movement?
Not while raging. It's just 30-foot walking speed.
Okay. So basically, you and this goblin are moving at the same speed and running away. So how long are you going to chase him for?
Well, under my round, I'm going to try to. I don't know if I can jump and tackle him or not. But she'll chase him for 1 round just to see what the other party members does if he doesn't catch him.
Okay. So we will go to Luka at the top of the round. Are you doing anything as Gabba is chasing this goblin?
How far away is he?
At this point, 60 feet. Because they're running.
Well, still try an Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
You hit.
That's a 23. And damage is going to be 13 points.
And he drops in the snow.
Aha.
Okay.
So 2 die by Eldritch Blast and 2 die by stick.
So what are you doing
Down
at
they
this
go.
point? You have this intentionally stuck wagon.
Well,
And
Luka will look down at the rock and pull it out of there and say, now we should be able to move this.
yep, you pull out the stick that's actually jammed between the wheel and a rock, and it moves out of there freely. No problem.
Does there look like there's some good stuff on the wagon that we could use?
Now that you're taking a close look at it, it's all garbage.
Gabba's going to
This
try.
was set up from the get-go.
Not even furs for warmth.
There's a couple of furs in there, but they're really not any good.
Yeah.
Gabba's going to try to grab the fox guy and start dragging up towards the caravan.
Okay. You drag the fox guy up towards the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
With the goblins.
Meanwhile,
Assuming he's no longer breathing.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Make rug for Roaring Fox. Fox rug. She offers a suggestion to the others.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Barnabas kind of cringes.
Oh no.
Yeah, so does Luka.
I know he's a Barnabas is like, I know he's a bad guy and all, and they were trying to steal my stuff, but we don't go skinning people.
and you just hear Kael go, and I thought the people of Usafi were barbaric.
Yeah, Luka's looking
Okay. And she'll
On a side note, though, Gabba, you have never seen one of these.
But she's seen foxes before, right?
You've seen a fox, but you've never seen a fox that isn't a fox. He's more humanoid.
That's probably why she had the idea of maybe making
Yep.
this. Yeah.
Oh, he
Luka would step
definitely
in
has.
and pat him on the shoulder and say, "Listen, this is not a fox. It's not a fox. See, he wear clothes. He talked. He planned this fiasco to try to get our wagons. You know, tricked us.
She'll like very
He's a
gently
person."
set the corpse down by the road and silently climb on the wagon, just kind of like. So she's
Meanwhile,
back in the
Kael,
wagon, ready to go. Just like, okay, I'll leave the
So you've
body.
got this fox guy who's face down in the snow, and then you've got 3 goblins out in the snow.
and Kael basically activates a firebolt and just goes, maybe we should just have this cart be used for kindling.
That might
Okay,
be
so
the
you,
best.
you
We would hate to attract predators to the road by leaving these here. That might be best.
lights fire to the cart back in the woods. What are you going to do with the goblins?
I thought he was going to throw them on the fire.
Search them first. They might have something.
Okay, so you
Good
search
point.
the goblins. You find on the goblins 12 gold pieces and a very crude wooden amulet depicting a snarling wolf with worth about 15 gold pieces.
Hmm.
That's it on the goblins.
And Luka would definitely search the fox.
All you find on the fox, 2 things: a silver signet ring, which is worth about 25 gold pieces, and a very small, intricately carved wooden fox figurine.
Would take those two.
Sounds like this guy was into whittling.
It's very well made, that's for sure. Once this is
He would
all
definitely
said
take
and
the
done,
fox figurine as a trophy.
okay, so you have it. And what are you doing with the fox
And this-
body?
Gabba's just leaving it there. She doesn't know what to do with it.
I-
Nature usually takes
Luka
over.
would suggest it might be best to put them on the burning wagon.
Put it on the burning wagon as well.
Kael is just throwing everything in the pile.
Okay. So Kael goes and grabs the fox guy and picks him up and goes and throws him on the pyre and burns it up. And with that, Barnabas and Pip suggest moving a little further down the road. It is getting close to the end of the
Yes.
day, but just to kind of move a little further away from this, because I mean, you're only 4 days in, and you did see 2 caravans earlier in the day that went by here,
Mhm.
like small little carts and wagons that went by. So you don't want, obviously, maybe people associating this with you. So
Right. And we may catch up to them and it's strength in numbers for camp.
yep. So you guys go a little further up the road, and the carts and wagons get pulled off to the side, and you set up camp for the night, and you guys get a long rest at this point. So you recover any damages that you have in any spell slots you may have expended, if you did expend any. So for the next for the next 8 days, things go by. After the ambush, the Golden Road grows quieter. There are fewer travelers passing by. The rolling hills give way to patches of denser forest, much of which is on the right-hand side of the road. These red-leaved trees in the canopy. The caravan trudges on, with Barnabas occasionally breaking the silence with a boisterous tale or a song, and Pip grows even more nervous, triple checking the wagons at every stop again. The next 2 days after that, the caravan turns onto the North Road, where the terrain becomes a little bit more rugged. The path is lined with ancient trees on the left-hand side, whose crimson foliage glows under the soft light of the late afternoon sun. The air feels cooler and the road narrows, forcing the wagons to slow. Pip mutters, "These woods, they feel alive, like they're watching us." As you guys set up camp before you go into a little deeper part of the woods, anything you guys want to do at this point?
Gabba will kind of go off, not too far from the camp, but she'll start off looking to see if there's any kind of mushrooms around. Um, if she can find some mushrooms, she's gonna not too far from the camp make her own little like pluck them and make a little ring of mushrooms, cast good berry and put a berry in the center and just kind of like you know, friends just passing through would like to sleep tonight. Please keep safe. Good night. And then she'd walk back to the camp to leave the mushrooms and berry there.
Okay. While you're in the woods, roll me a history check.
With a -1, that's an 18.
Okay. Well, with an 18, you definitely get a sense of deja vu. Probably when you were very, very little, you've seen these woods before.
She'll keep in the back of her mind for now and return to the group.
Okay. Any Luka, Kael?
Kael is just going to keep writing. You first.
Are we sitting around the fire?
Yeah, fire. If you guys start a fire, that would have been doable.
Yes. Yes, we had gathered firewood and started a fire for the camp. And then she does something that Gavin hasn't seen her do before. She sits down, finds some logs to put around the fire. She sits down on a log and she pulls out of her pack a flute and starts playing kind of a lilting melody. I'm just playing there, playing the flute by the fire.
Meanwhile, Kael is going to sit down and he's going to pull out his journal and start writing about the interesting effects of his draconic magic with his obscene strength with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 for performance, by the way, so it's a very pretty song that she's playing.
Excellent. So you guys are very well entertained, and helps kind of break the little bit of an eeriness here that seems to be mostly coming from Pip. Like Pip seems really on edge, but then again, the young lad has seemed on edge since you guys left Mistwood. Things are definitely intense for them, for certain. As you guys spend the night, you get another wonderful long rest, and you start off in the morning. Nothing seems to happen that evening. And with that, you continue on. The wagon enters the Scarlet Grove, a breathtaking forest of crimson trees. The path narrows a little under a glowing canopy of intertwined branches. About midday, the wagons jerk to a halt. Silver green vines have wrapped themselves around the wheels, holding them tight. High-pitched giggles echo from the trees as small, glowing figures flit into view. One of them, a tiny creature with translucent wings and a mischievous grin, speaks in a chiming voice. "Travelers, travelers, to pass, you must entertain us. A story, a song, a trick. Give us laughter, and we'll keep you, or we will keep you here forever."
Okay. Kael is just going to raise his hand and go, Barnaby is very good with stories.
Luka really good with song.
Luka would recognize these probably, right, Deacon?
You've seen these before. Well, maybe a variation of them anyway. For certain, these are definitely pixies. And you only currently you see 3 of them. You can sense that there are more out there, but you can see 3 of these creatures on the forest line.
She shrugs. She'll pull out her flute and start playing the flute. This time, though, she's playing more of a lively tune. You know, like something that you'd want to really dance to.
Okay. Kael is actually going to do a trick. He's going to cast Prestidigitation.
Okay.
Do the equivalent of the in the various pots and pans.
So Barnabas is going to tell a story. And as his story concludes, the pixies, the 3 of them, they clap and they cheer. Oh, delightful! And some of the vines curl back. What were you doing, Luka? Playing music?
I was playing the flute, yes, and as he started to tell his story, would have made sure that the music kind of went along with it. Didn't
Okay,
overpower
you
it.
can roll a performance check.
Constant. Okay. That's a 15.
Okay, and again, more claps and cheers. Oh, you guys were so good together. And a couple more vines untwine. And you said you were doing prestidigitation, Kael?
Yes.
Okay, roll me sleight of hand. Try to do a magic trick.
Oof. That was a 2.
The one kind of gets a little closer to the wagons and goes, "That's it? My cousin can do better than that." What were you doing, Gabba?
Baby bug, baby bug. She tries to sing.
Okay. You start to sing, and Pip starts to dance to your singing.
Oh boy!
So he's going to give you assistance. So you can make me a performance check.
Performance check. Oh, that's a wonderful 6.
They start to laugh.
We're gonna die.
Luka's laughing too.
I need the 3 of you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, the 3 of us.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, there are only 3 of us.
Oh, there's Barnabas and Pip.
15.
Oh no,
15
you
for
didn't.
Luka.
It went from a natural 20 to a 2, so 4 total.
Oh dear. Okay, Kael.
What? How does it go from natural 20 to a 2?
Because on the
You rolled a
D&D
2.
price, it was on 20 and slightly continued rolling until it was a 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Kael, what did you roll?
That would be a 16.
Okay. So
I rolled 15.
Luka and Kael, you guys are looking at each other as they're laughing, and you kind of look down just in time to see one of them shaking her little finger, and you see Gabba kind of sitting there on the edge of the wagon, and all of a sudden just kind of lays back and goes to sleep. We give you one more chance.
Who, Gabba? Or
Who's
the
going
group?
to entertain us now? Gabba's asleep.
Oh, yeah.
What you gonna do now? Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Oh no, clock's ticking.
let's see. Luka could try a different melody on her flute.
Okay, so you try something else.
Yep.
And
Melody.
with that, Pip will try and assist you. So roll with advantage. As he taps his feet on the top of his wagon.
Oh,
And
good.
me,
17 plus, what do you say, performance?
Yep.
It's a 21.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, you know what? You win. You can go. And with that, the vines all untwine themselves.
She gives a little bow flourish and gets back on the wagon.
And one of the pixies flutters up beside you, Luka, as you were the last one to do the entertaining. And it hands you a vial of what looks like this sparkling little dust.
Sparkling what?
Dust.
That's, oh, thank
You can go now.
Aw. Yeah, we're just snoring
All right.
away.
You guys continue. You wake up after about 5-10 minutes, Gabba, and as you kind of wake up, sit up on the wagon, you realize you're moving. You're heading on back down the road.
Gotcha.
meanwhile, Kael's gonna speak to Luka. He just goes, "I'm not sure if it was just my former Usofia lifestyle, but I was half tempted to throw a firebolt at them for putting Gabba to sleep like that."
Pixies do that type of stuff all the time. That's- I knew he was going to wake back up fine.
Oh, Gabba, sorry. Gabba tried. Where
It's
did
okay,
what?
Gabba. It was entertaining. Different way, but entertaining.
You did fine, Gabba.
Okay, are we there yet?
Well, you guys have been traveling. You've been on the road for about 15 days, and this was the 15th day midway. And you get to the end of this day, and you set up a camp again. And the night passes by uneventful. And you set up your camp, and you get another long rest. On the next day, you wake up, and this should be the final day of your travels. And Barnabas basically tells you this as well, that we should be there before nightfall. Before nightfall, for sure. And on this final day of your trip, the crimson hues of the Scarlet Grove begins to give way again to open plains. The path, the roadway, kind of leaves the forest protection a little bit. And as the day wears on, you see Scarlet Haven's spires rise on the horizon, promising safety and rest. Relief begins to settle in until a rustling sound catches your attention. Emerging from the last of the tree lines are 5 figures. At the head is a massive lupus beast folk, his yellow eyes glowing with menace. His piecemeal armor rattles as he steps forward, drawing a serrated blade. Your road tax is due. Hand over the cargo, and maybe we won't have to paint these wagons red.
He says, no.
That's good.
Thank
That's good. Okay.
Kael is having enough of this crap. He just throws a chromatic orb at the guy who just talked.
What
So you
what
destroy-
element is it?
Oh yeah, I gotta
So I
choose an
can
element.
see
Ah.
what flies by Gabba's head.
Fire.
It's a little orb of fire just goes shooting by her like, oh.
Okay.
God, roll to see. Nat 20 on the range touch attack.
Okay. That's going to hit.
Gabba uses to taunt them, kind of like hopefully to scare them off. She's like, "Who's next?"
And you roll 3d8 damage. 4, 3, 3.
It's a powerful spell.
So 10 points.
10 points of fire damage. Wolfie is now extra crispy.
Yeah, he looks injured. He definitely looks injured. As we now jump in and go,
And Kael basically says, are you sure you wish to do this right now? We could just end it here with the warning.
let's see here. Go them. And with that, we're going to do initiative.
Oh, wrong game.
Jeez! Another 20!
Nice.
These days are on fire today.
Okay. And Gabba?
23.
3, nice. And Luka?
22.
Wow, we were all hitting 20s for the initiative today.
Yep. All right. Top of the round then is Gabba.
She's gonna do her rage or transform. She's like, "Go away!" And she'll bring down the tail as she hops down, and she'll actually make a strike with her tail, which has a 10-foot range.
Okay. Are you going towards the big dude or one of the other ones?
She's going towards the big dude, but she's stopping like 10 feet away from it to use her tail.
So, right about there. Okay.
And it jabs forward for a nat 20.
Nice.
Boom, 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 boom. So that's going to be 2d8 plus 3. No, just 1d8 plus 3. Give me d8. 6, W the damage, 12, 15 piercing.
Piercing.
And then she'll kind of growl there with her tail like an angry cat, just real mad.
Oops.
And that'll end her turn.
So Wolfie got crispy, and then he got stinged.
Shish kebabbed.
Shish kebab. Yes, shish kebab. Okay. So that was Gabba. And then we're at Luka. And Kael, you're on deck.
Luka is muted.
I have the wolf beast there, and there's 2 others.
2 on the one side with the wolf, and there's 2 on the other side of the wagon.
Let me.
We're here.
Okay, I think I'll attack the wolf fellow.
Yeah, it's surrounded.
With a let's see. With a witch bolt.
Okay.
So now we're
So
shocking
19, 19 hit him?
19 does hit him.
Okay. So he gets the beam of crackling blue energy, lances out and slams into him, and it stays there, this arc of lightning. And he's going to take 2d12 lightning damage.
The wolf?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
12. Sorry about having a good system here, but I have to keep the dice kind of hidden from the kitten. That is 13 points of damage.
Okay, he's still up.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, Kael, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to throw another chromatic orb at this guy. This time I'm going to choose cold. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay, another 3d8.
Poor thing.
3, 4, 8. So 15 damage.
Okay. Looks very, very hurt.
And don't forget, it still has Arc of Lightning on him, so
Yep. That's on your round.
which
He'll
will
take
do
one.
damage on my next turn.
On his, what's his movement? Does it move with him or?
It stays sustained on him. Yes.
I think that if he gets out of range or gets behind cover, it breaks. If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, he is, because Gabba is on the ground. He is running towards doing a leap. You see him start to run, and then he jumps up, claws and fangs out as he's going to bear down on Gabba. It's in his path as he does his wolf's bite special attack. 18.
All right. He bears down 18. That meets my DC. However, reaction.
Yep.
Why? Why? Okay. Her AC is 17. Reaction, she can use a tail swipe to add to her DC a 1d8. I roll a 1d8, and now her AC is 18, which means it still hits.
Okay.
You only
Hold
rolled
on.
what?
Well, I have a 17, and I have a reaction ability that allows me to add to my DC. That's her tail swipe ability. But it added a 1. So now her armor class is 18, which still meets beats. So she still gets hit, even with the tail swipe.
Can I do a reaction?
Do you have a reaction to spare?
I have a reaction spell, yes.
Okay.
Now I need to double check and see if the spell can be used on another person. Shield.
No.
No, it's only yourself.
No.
Yeah.
Good try, though.
I was thinking, hey, if I can cast shield on him.
Silvery barbs can be used on another person, but not you.
Okay, first I need you to make a strength saving throw, and you also are going to be taking...
All right, that's advantage because she's raging.
And 10 points of damage.
Okay, so it's a dirty 20 on the strength saving throw. And what kind of damage is that?
It would be piercing.
Okay, so reduced to 5 because of rage. All right.
So you are knocked prone, as it's basically beared down on you.
Yeah. Wolf down on me.
Wolf down on you.
Yep.
As for the others are taking an action. And 2 of them are going to take shots at Luka, and 2 of them are going to take shots at Kael. So that is a 15 on Luka
That hits.
and a 14 on Luka.
That misses.
So 1 hit. For
Nice.
9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 21 on Kael. And a 22 on Kael.
21 and 22.
Yep.
Those both hit. But as a reaction, I am going to cast shield on myself so that I can give myself +5 to the AC.
Okay, what's your AC?
Let me double check. They're probably still going to hit me. My AC
what's
is
your
14, so that would be 19 now.
so not high enough. So, but you didn't know that, right? So your shield goes up. Both of them still manage to get through.
Yeah, but at least it makes me tougher for.
Yep, stays up till the next round. Your next round.
Yep.
14 points of piercing damage. As you are hit with 2 arrows, and Luka's hit with 1. And then we are at the top of the round, and that's Gabba. As this wolf folk is on top of you nearly.
Yeah, she's kind of crouched down, trying to keep in a defensive position as her tail kind of makes another strike towards him. Probably not as bad, but hopefully it'll do a little something. Oh no, that's an 8 to strike.
Missed.
Nope, and she kind of just holds her ground under him. Just as long as she has its
You
attention.
actually hit, but it just seems like it just kind of went into muscle.
But as long as she's keeping this guy occupied, it's not hurting anything else. So she's just holding her ground, growling.
Understandable. Luka, you're up.
Luka does another 13 damage to that wolf guy that she has her witch bolt attached to.
That's
All
a
right.
bonus.
And is that which will have a radius? Or no? Or is it just on the individual?
It's like a taser. It just feeds directly to him. And
I make sure. So,
Mhm.
so the wolf.
What is the question?
The wolf guy drops.
Ooh.
So
Excellent.
he is removed from combat.
Not on top of Gab, I hope.
No, off to the side. Gavin
Okay.
manages to get
Thank you.
and Kael, that leaves you.
Okay. Let's see. How far are they?
The ones on the right, the closest one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The one on the left, the closest one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay. He's going to go towards the right. He's literally going to just walk up to this first guy and just go with the force stick.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not good. That is a 5 to hit.
Yeah, he misses. Okay, with that, the 2 on the right, where you are, Kael, drop their bows, and they draw their scimitars while moving into attack. As you get 2 attacks on you.
How much damage did I get for the other attacks, by the way, again? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember. It was quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember now. I got 13.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so one misses for sure with an 8, and the other one misses as well with a 4. All right, so those two miss you. As for the other 2, what you're seeing is they're making a rush. They're making a rush on the first wagon. And one is actually starting to climb it. All right, and that brings us to the top of the round. Luka. Or actually, no, Gabba, sorry. And you do get an opportunity to attack the one that just went past you, and he's grabbed onto the side of the wagon.
Now you said the one past me, the one below me or above me?
The one below you, just past you. So you're going to get an opportunity attack.
No, because he's still within melee range. I have a 10-foot range right now, so he is not.
Oh, okay.
He has not left my melee range. But she will attack anyway. She will send a tail up his direction. We'll say it that way. It's like, psh.
Does the tail
As-
happen when she rages?
Yes, because she's a special type of barbarian. This form manifests a tail that she can use for attack or defense. Since the attack was a 7 to hit, she growls in anger and just draws her rapier, and just like ready for the next round.
Excellent. And that takes us to Luka. Kael, you're on deck.
So the one that went to the wagon is in front of the wagon that Luka's on, right?
Yeah, they're in the one in the front of where Luka's on. Yes, you cannot see the one
Does she have a clear shot?
at neither one of them.
Okay. I was wondering if she had a clear shot, the one that was clambering up on the wagon.
Yeah, he's not even up halfway up the wagon. He's literally hidden behind the wagon from where you're sitting.
Okay. So I can see.
Kael's
You can
friend.
see right out to there.
Okay. So there's one of them I could hit with an Eldritch.
Yeah, you can
Blast.
sort of make him out in the front over top of the wagon. This guy way up here, you can get him. You can definitely get him.
Yeah, because I rolled a 15, so that would be 21
Yep,
for
you
a hit.
You hit.
Okay. That is 10 damage.
And he drops.
Excellent. Okay. It's my turn.
And that's your turn. And that
Oh, did
takes
you grab
us
the
to
right one? I thought the one below Gabba was dropped.
No,
Okay.
that's the one that you missed. She can't see him at all.
Okay.
He's hidden completely by the wagon.
Now, whatever one she can see, she hits.
Good.
And that takes us to Kael. You got 2 targets.
Okay. I'm arguing with myself whether or not I want to attack or try to dissuade the guy from getting on the cart. I think I'm going to go with the idea that Gabba's got that one covered. And I'm just going to pop guy on my left.
On your left, okay.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay. 1d8 plus 1d10, 1d6. Okay.
I'm picturing like Andre the Giant going, "Sorry, Pop. Sorry, Pop. Sorry about this. Sorry, Pop."
That's 12 damage to the guy's head.
And he drops.
Sorry.
Okay, and that takes us to here. As this guy now climbs up on the wagon, and therefore he is now left Gabba's.
So then I could use a reaction to strike with the tail.
Yep, you can do an opportunity attack there.
With a nat 20. Jeez, what is up?
Nice. Well, you have a few misses
So
too, so
7,
it's
14,
only fair.
17 piercing.
I think he died.
Hits, and he falls off the wagon. Okay, and
Nope.
Kael, 17 to hit.
Oh, wait. I could do a reaction. I do a reaction and cast my last shield. Giving me 19 armor class.
Nice.
Okay, that misses then, and he hits the shield. Ding. And we are now at the top of the round. That is Gabba.
She kind of looks around. Does she know there's another fight over there?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
You do not see anything.
That's why I wanted to double check. 13.
You do hear some forms of a combat still going on the other side of the wagon.
Okay, well, she'll try to use her movement to get around the wagon to at least get line of sight.
Here, and
And
you can get a line.
I don't know how to do this, but she's going to chuck her rapier at the guy.
Okay. Just
Ah!
make a oh jeez. Make
I do not
a
think that rapiers are thrown weapons.
they're not really meant to,
She's
to
going to
block,
try.
but just make me a unarmed strike roll, but using your dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay. That would be d20 plus 4, so I'll just do that. 20. That's a 6 total.
Yeah, it your rapier goes into the bushes that are there.
Ah! Well, that's what she's doing next turn, getting a rapier.
Get the rapier back.
End of her turn.
All right, Luka, you're up.
Okay, she'll get Eldritch Blast. The next one she can see.
Yep.
Just a second. Okay, never mind. Shoot. Walked away from my dice. Oh, this time she misses.
I think it's time for Kael to do more whackable.
Kael's
Sorry,
turn.
whack.
Shall I do it?
Whose turn is it?
Whoever's
Kael's
after
turn.
Luka. Luka missed.
All right. Oh, does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay. Whackable time. That's 16 damage.
And he bump and collapses to the ground.
Nothing personal.
So you guys have defeated the bandits, and of course, like always, you take to searching their bodies. Other than the fact that they are armed with longbows and scimitars, the human bandits, I guess you'd call them, is what they have, and they're wearing leather armor. The Lupus Beastfolk leader has a chain shirt. And also has on, well, actually has a scimitar on him. You find 25 gold pieces in total. A silver necklace worth 50 gold pieces. A potion of healing. Oh, and that scimitar that the Lupus Beastfolk was holding is serrated, and it is a masterwork weapon. Take note. Whoever's taking notes of that, of what they have.
Gabba was going to go, unless anyone else wants it, was going to go to the guy. Well, she's going to grab her rapier, go back to the wolf, throw down her rapier in anger, and if no one else claims it, grab his scimitar. Maybe this weapon will work better for her. Again, unless someone else wants it.
You grab the scimitar.
I'm not very interested in it. As
Luka
for
might, Luka
sorry, you
might
first.
pick up Gabba's rapier and look at it and hang on to it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a basic rapier, nothing special about it, but one she's had for a while. No telling
What was the
she's
other
had it
stuff
for.
that was on the people?
Huh?
What was the other stuff that was on the people, Deacon?
Well, on the bandits, they each had leather armor. They each had a longbow, and they each had a normal scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but Luka probably would not want to be wrestling these people out of their armor to take the armor for any reason. I would just leave it. Unless you guys want it for selling it.
The chainmail might be good for selling.
Well, it's chain shirts, not chain mail. It's
Oh,
chain
sorry,
shirt.
chain shirt.
But it's still worth value.
Kael is actually gonna take off the chain shirt.
It would actually fit Kael. Like, I mean, this guy is a lupus beast folk. He is slightly larger than an average human.
Ooh,
Nice.
he's putting it on himself then.
Might need a little bit of adjustment from the armor, from the smithy, but
I will get it adjusted when I get back.
doable. But as I said, you guys do have, as I said, the 25 gold pieces, the silver necklace, potion of healing, and then, of course, now, Gabba, you do have a masterwork serrated scimitar. So,
I have to look that up.
which, by the way, is a natural +1 damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, Kael says to Luka, I would say you keep the necklace and the potion for this encounter.
Does Gabba agree with that?
Gabba's got her a sword. Hopefully, it'll do better than the rapier. She doesn't care about anything else.
Okay. Sounds good.
And Kael's got the chain shirt, so he's already got something from this.
Okay.
Take it
Kael can
anyway.
have the 37 gold from the bandits and the other. And
With
the
that,
other,
you guys
fox dude.
you pack this stuff up and you get back on the wagons, and the wagons start rolling again. The wagons do roll into Scarlet Haven. Crimson wood buildings and bustling streets provide a welcome sight after the long journey. Barnabas leaps from his wagon, slapping you on the back with a hearty laugh. Brilliant work! I knew I hired the right people and the right crew. Drinks are on me. Once I've sold these wares, of course. And he's headed to where their central market would be. You guys now end the adventure at this point. We're going to call it a session.
We made it.
Right. We're gonna call it a session at this point. You have successfully got the caravan to Scarlet Haven. I will let you guys know that if there's anything to think about with in regards to where you are, Scarlet Haven is a very heavily enchanted town. They have magic shops and potion shops and things like that. So if you have some coin and there's something specific you're looking for, let me know on the Discord, and I will let you know what's available and what you find. Barnabas does reward you each 50 gold pieces on top of what you found gathered from your trip. So that's 50 gold pieces each, and you each also get 275 experience points.
Yay.
He will put you guys up for the night in the local inn in Scarlet Haven, as well as provide food and drinks for you for that evening. Now, it will keep in mind it took 16 days to get here. It's 16 days back. But as I've posted in the Discord today, there are rules on how time passes. So it's basically important to check in the Discord when it comes to the daily postings. So I'll post the date. Sometimes I might just assume you might get back to town and it's the same day as when you left. It's kind of like a time distortion thing. It's just the joys of playing a 24/7 ongoing online campaign versus this. But I do prioritize these sessions over, playing on the Discord. So sometimes I will just adjust the dates accordingly in the Discord, and I'll just say it's such and such a day. Line them back up again. So,
If you don't mind, this thing kept kicking me out. And it kicked me out right as you said Barnabas starts to address you or something, and I didn't hear anything about you said.
at the very end.
Yes.
Basically, yeah, Barnabas left from the wagon and slapped you on the backs with a hearty laugh, and he says, "Brilliant work. I knew I hired the right crew. Drinks are on me once I've sold these wares, of course." So he has paid you up with 50 gold on top
Thank you.
Nice. Yay! Thank you so much.
So as far as splitting treasure, I was looking at it here, and it looks like there was 25 gold on the last group of bandits and 12 gold from the first group with the fox. I figure if Kael wants to take that, then Gabba could take the silver signet worth 25 gold, and we all have equal gold and rewards.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I will let you know, Luka. You also have that vial of dust.
Yes,
It's pixie dust.
I
It's
figured
one
it was.
use.
Is there pixies?
Yeah, it's one use that you have, and it
One
does
use.
levitate as a spell-like ability.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Okay.
Back to the
Fly.
first encounter.
So
You found
Kael,
the-
there was a wolf amulet that you
Yes.
do you want it, or does Gabba want it?
She
I
already
will
has
take
2
Fox
amulets, so she
had it?
probably won't take the
Okay.
third.
So Kael want it? Wolf amulet worth 15 gold pieces?
Yes.
Okay, there. And who took the silver signet ring?
She gave it to Gabba.
Okay, and the little fox carving.
Luka kept it.
That was
Luka's
a
got it.
souvenir.
It's basically a figurine of Wondrous Power. You can cast prestidigitation once a day.
Oh, awesome. You guys okay with that?
I only can cast prestidigitation.
I just figured it was a neat little carving. It was a souvenir.
Yeah, we were all thinking he just whittled something up, but turns out, yeah, prestidigitation.
So it's Idoski that joined us, I guess, in the stream. You watched, tuned in, or you're still watching, my friend. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you are in the Discord. I see that. You are more than welcome to play at any time. We did explain at the very beginning, people can play online 24/7 in text-based, but we also do these one-shots, which are streamed. We also have private games, which are in the same campaign setting, which can be played via voice chat or just audio chat through the Discord as well. So again, you're more than welcome to join us. If you don't have a third level character ready, just grab one of the pre-gens that are there that have not been taken and have fun with it. If there's something specifically or a specific class you're looking to play, let me know and I'll do a pre-gen rather quickly for you and have it ready. So in the meantime, guys, I know it's the Christmas holidays, so things in the Discord will be kind of slow, I'm assuming, for the next week. I will still post here and there throughout if people want to post and interact. You guys can do whatever little role play. If you want to do the out of in the open world role play, you can do a little something amongst yourselves in this vicinity.
That might be fun.
I haven't really detailed or gotten. I have some notes on Scarlet Haven, but I haven't put them on the Discord as of yet. I just kind of finished Ferriston actually, so I'm a little bit behind on getting all this stuff up to date and for you. But I will. That's actually the community I'm working on next.
I think I'm gonna have Kael challenge his compatriots to a drinking contest.
Well, you can have fun with that, and guys, I'm glad you were able to join me, and hopefully you had a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And, got you
Thank you.
a little bit more experience and a little bit more treasure once again. So we'll convene these sessions, the mini adventures. I will start doing again after Christmas. And then, of course, around the same time, I got to start Emerald Legion up after Christmas too, after the holidays.
All right.
Get
Thank you so much for this.
You
This
guys-
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you, and you guys have a Merry Christmas. Everybody out there watching, hopefully you have a Merry Christmas as well. And we will see.
Yes,
you guys
everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
On the
Merry Christmas,
Discord.
everyone.
Ciao, ciao.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.